Right, let's talk about consequences. Specifically, the kind of consequences that feel less like justice and more like a cosmic joke written by a particularly vindictive squirrel. Meet Bob, a man from rural Georgia. Bob is angry. No, not just angry. Bob is volcanically, incandescently, I'm about to write a strongly worded letter in all caps angry. And why? Because his wife Linda was just detained. Was she part of an international spy ring, a cat burglar specializing in priceless Fabergé eggs? No, she was detained because of a bad check. A single solitary bad check. For $25. For the price of 2 sad airport sandwiches, Linda found herself on the wrong side of a very, very strict law. It's an outcome so disproportionate it's almost impressive. Now you might be thinking, that seems a bit much, and you would be absolutely correct. The incident began on a Tuesday morning, a day like any other, until it very much wasn't. Linda was pulled over for a routine traffic stop. A broken taillight, the kind of thing that usually ends with a friendly warning or a fix-it ticket. But when the officer ran her license, a warrant popped up. Here's the delicious, ironic, and frankly tragic twist to this whole saga. Bob is, or perhaps was, a die-hard Trump supporter. His truck, the very same one he filmed his viral rant in, is a rolling shrine to the MAGA movement. It's got the bumper stickers, it's got the flag, it's got the whole 9 yards. He believed in the platform. He cheered for law and order. He wanted a crackdown on crime, a no-nonsense approach to justice that would make America safe again. Bob wasn't just a voter, he was a true believer. He thought a tough-on-crime stance protected folks like him and Linda. You gotta have strict laws, he'd say to his buddies. You let the little things slide and soon you've got chaos. He supported policies that promised zero tolerance, believing they were aimed at the bad guys, and the law should be a hammer to deal with the latter. The problem, as Bob is now learning, is that hammers are not precision instruments. The zero-tolerance policies he championed created a dragnet, and that dragnet is designed to catch everyone, including his own wife. I voted for him, twice, Bob exclaimed, his face a mask of betrayal. So let's look at how we got here. Policies that mandate harsh penalties for minor infractions are sold as a simple, effective deterrent. It sounds great on a campaign poster, but in practice, it becomes a bureaucratic nightmare. It punishes poverty and human error alike. When you remove judicial discretion, the system can't tell a bounced $25 check from a grand heist. Linda's case is a textbook example. A judge would likely have dismissed it with an eye roll. The zero-tolerance warrant system doesn't have eyes to roll, it only has commands to execute. These policies hit ordinary, working-class families, the people they're meant to protect. Imagine living paycheck to paycheck. A sudden car repair, a medical bill, a simple miscalculation in your checkbook, a bounced check. Under a compassionate system, a bank fee, an embarrassing phone call, under zero tolerance, an arrest warrant that can lie dormant for years, waiting to turn a routine traffic stop into a traumatic arrest. Ultimately, Bob's story is a powerful, if painful, lesson in political transformation. It's easy to support abstract ideas like law and order zero tolerance when you imagine them being applied to a vague, faceless other. It's a completely different story when that abstract policy materializes in your driveway and puts your spouse in handcuffs. For Bob, the political became deeply personal. The system he had championed with bumper stickers and ballots was no longer a tool for justice. It was an instrument of cruelty that had been turned against his own family. The theoretical had become terrifyingly real, and it changed everything for him. This kind of political awakening, born from personal experience, is often the most profound. I'm done, Bob declared at the end of his video, his voice raw with emotion. I'm done with all of it. Let's talk about fairness. Let's talk about common sense. And maybe,